Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back to Krastorio. I want to start working on red circuits today. In the meantime, there have been a couple changes. First, there's been an update to Factorio itself, and you can see that that changes the look of the raw ores quite a bit. They do look more, well, they look less, less refined and regular than they did before. I think it's a pretty nice update. Also, there's been an update to Krastorio that I mentioned before, where you can turn off the scaling of the icons in the warehouses. It's in the startup options on the mod. So if you go to the mod settings to start up, you have to do this before you load the game. It's this one, scale info icons. You turn that off and then it'll remove the scaling. I like that personally just because now I can see the building itself better than I could before. And you can see how I've got some loaders misaligned from the previous, when these were the previous size. But I suppose I could fix that now. Shouldn't be too difficult to do so. All right, so I'm just going to copy that. And then paste it back down in the proper place. That way I don't have to there we go. Okay, and we can pick up some of this stuff, which is not needed anymore. This is from the old iron bars. There's still some stuff here, so I'll let it stay there for now. Okay. So let's get into red circuits. I'll go over and fetch my car and we'll take it up there. Now I suppose before we get into red circuits, I need to build a proper green circuit area, which I haven't done yet. So that'll be the first step. Because right now I'm making all the green circuits that I'm consuming locally here on the science line. Okay, so I'll park there. We can start by removing some of the rocks and things from the area. I also tried installing one of the picker mods. What is it called? Picker dollies, which allows you to move buildings without having to pick them up first. But I got an error when I tried to load it, so I'm not using it yet, but I would like to at some point. Okay, so let's make a line for primitive circuits. I'll just double check the recipe here in Mod. Actually, let's make this, let's make a new production line just for that. All right, so primitive circuits, I'll put, I don't know, let's say one yellow belt's worth. Again, I don't know if that's the right quantity or not. We're playing this by ear. And we'll need copper cables. So let's do blue assemblers. Yeah, so it's 2-to-1 copper wire to circuits, as we had previously discovered. And we'll need 20 machines to fill a yellow belt. Okay, so let's do that. We'll extend the bus a bit. I have 20, but I'm going to need 10 more for the copper wire. So we'll start crafting those. And I'll leave those turrets where they are for now. Okay. So it'll be like this. Let's see. I'm going to want to have... Yeah, I'm going to want to have iron coming in here too. So we could do the layout like this. This will be the copper. We'll have a belt of copper. And these take a second each, so we could bring in the iron like that and the copper like that. Should probably have a fast inserter bringing the copper in. Oh. That'll be the output. Again, I think just yellow inserters going out. And then we duplicate this on the other side. That'll be a belt of iron. And a belt of copper. Okay, and we'll put a light there. Well, I'll keep out the light for now. Alright, so I'm going to make one additional copy of this, and then we'll figure out how to take care of the power poles. I'm going to make some more of these large ones. And let's grab some iron beams so I can make a few more. Okay, yeah, because these medium electric poles cover a pretty large area, so actually we could just do we could do it like that. And one light. Okay, so that's 4, that's 8. We said we need 20. Let me craft some more lamps. So that's 8, that's 16. And let's do a little more. We'll do 24. Okay, I think I'm going to need to craft some more of these. Actually, we could just take off the tail end of this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 times 2, that's 20. So that's what we need. All right, and then we trim the excess belts. And feed in the raw materials. All right, this one needs to be iron. All right, let's start crafting some more of those. can copy that whole thing, put that there. Okay, looks good. All right, and had we decided where that should go on the bus? I don't think that we have. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's bring this up. I'm not going to use this one yet. So it's 4, 1, 2. And then that's where the next set of belts will be. There's nothing there yet, so I suppose we can use this for the circuits. And I messed that up. I got these switched around. I need copper on the top and iron on the bottom. Okay. What did I do wrong there? Let me try that again. There we go. Okay, that looks right. Okay. Great. So we're good on primitive circuits for now. Okay, so let's go back and look at our red circuit build. How many red circuits do I need? I don't know. Let's see, what would one yellow belt take? That would need 30 primitive circuits, which would be 2 yellow belts. So 2 yellow belts of green will give 1 red belt of red. And I think I mean, I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing I'm going to need a lot of red circuits. Let's see. All right, so I have enough room to double this. Okay, so we'll build it that way. Or let's just do, well, let's take a look at green science, or blue science. That needs 1 red per science pack. And if I do 45 per minute, then I'm going to need 45. Okay, yeah, I mean, this will be more than enough. All right, so I'll design it for a full red belt, even though there's not going to be. Well, let's design it for 7.5. Okay, that'll be half a yellow belt. This will consume all the green circuits that we've got. Okay. So now these are all the ingredients. Okay, we did that before. The electric circuits, we're going to take copper cables, ICs, circuit boards, and primitive circuits. And then we've got the integrated circuits, the circuit boards, the silicon wafers. We've got everything that we need here. Okay, so let's put these on the blue factories, since that's what we're using. Okay, so we got 30, 30, 10, and 16.7. Let's see. How many copper cable machines am I going to need? I'll need 8.3. I'll have to figure out this ratio on my own. All right, so anyway, let's start crafting a bunch of these while we're waiting to get this figured out. Okay, well, let's start with the silicon wafers and the silicon. Okay, because I'm making silicon right now from quartz. And I'm making quartz. Oh, we can make quartz from dirty water. I'm making quartz right now from sand. All right, I think I'll continue to make quartz from sand. Let's see, if we do this in an iron furnace. Okay, so I'm gonna, yeah, so we should start, I think we should start with the quartz and the silicon. So I think what I'd like to do is, yeah, let's work on this production chain to make the silicon wafers to begin with. Okay. So for the silicon wafers, I'm going to need 10 sand going into 7 or 8 machines. They're going to crank out quartz and stone. Okay, and that means that we can, basically we can take up this situation we've got over here and we'll replace it. Okay, so that means that steel production is going to go away temporarily. But that's okay because we don't really need it except to make a few things, and I've got a chest full of it at the moment. Okay, I'll leave this here. I'll leave this here. Okay. So we can put the quartz machine right here. Because the quartz, and then the quartz is going to go into furnaces to make silicon. Okay, so this could be silicon production here. And that's going to need 8 furnaces. Oh, geez. Wasn't I making more furnaces? I think I picked that up. Oh, I have all these furnaces. Yeah, we don't need these anymore. Okay, so don't make any more furnaces. That's fine. Okay, that's just there so we can finish using up the rest of that copper ore. Quartz. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and put in the extra quartz that I've got. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so that'll be for the quartz production. All right, so let's turn sand into silicon. Let's get rid of some of this extra ore that I've got. Okay, so I suppose we could do that over here. All right, and that's going to involve 7 of these machines. Okay. And this is also going to give us stone. So I think I'll put the stone into a warehouse. So let's make one of those. And let's make a few more loaders. Oh, I'm out of belts. All right, let's get more belts. And I left my car over there. I am full. All right, we'll put that in trash. Let's get my car, go back down there. Okay, So we could put that warehouse right here. Seems like an okay place for it. All right, so these are going to be both for stone. Send stone in, reverse, reverse, there we go. All right, and we'll enable these when stone is less than 10,000, let's say. Okay, I would like to get all this stone cleaned up so I can get rid of these miners and use the space for other stuff. Okay. Yeah, and let's do make more landfill. All right. And this will go in there as well. All right, so that way the stone and the quartz, silicon, what is it? Quartz. What are we making here? Yeah, the stone and the quartz will all go in the same place. Okay. And we'll wire that up too. Only this time I'll tell it to stop when we get too much quartz. Okay. And then we'll filter this one for quartz and send this over to the quartz smelting area. Over there. Okay, so I think that is that. Are we feeding this fast enough? Yeah. Okay. No, I think this is eventually going to get heavy with the stone. Let's gather up some additional stone brick, because I am going to use a lot of it. Especially if I want to start yeah, there we go. Especially if I want to start paving all these areas, I'm going to need to make a lot of stone brick, and that'll give us a sink for some of the extra stone as well. All right, so now we've got quartz, or silicon, I mean. Okay, and I'll put as much of this extra silicon in here as I can so I don't have to carry it. Okay, and then the silicon is going to go into a bunch of machines making silicon wafers. Let's see what else the silicon is used for. So I'm going to right click that. So it's used for silicon wafers. It's used for steel components. steel plate, and mineral wafers. Okay, so I don't want to necessarily convert all of the silicon into silicon wafers, since I'm going to need that for other things. So what I'll do is I'll make another one of these big generic chests. We'll dump it into that, and then we'll take it out the other side. That way we can buffer some of it. And then when we need silicon for other things, we can draw it out of that chest. Okay, and then I suppose we could place this onto the bus and make the wafers wherever we need them. I'm not sure if that's what this part of the bus was going to be used for, but now it is. Okay, so then maybe we'll make the wafers over here. Yeah, let's do that. I'll leave room for a few more rows of belts. And yeah, we can make, well, I'll make the red circuits up here. So let's make the silicon wafers over here. Right here. Okay, and I need, let's do like 10 on the side. That's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Silicon wafers. Great. Wow, I'm out of belts again. And I think I forgot to bring my car with me again, too. I'll get used to it one of these days. How am I doing on inserters? I guess I could use those, too. And I'm going to take that up to 1,000. Let's see, 3 every 5 seconds. Okay. And we'll throw in a few lights. All right. So this is where the Silicon needs to come out. There we go. And now we just need power, which we can get from the rails. Okay, so I'm going to turn off my bots because I don't want to actually build the rails yet. There we go. And then I'll get rid of the ghost for the rail parts. And I took out the power poles too. Let's try that again. Okay. Okay, and now we have silicon wafers. Now let's see if those are used for anything else. Integrated circuits, processors, RAM, solar panels. Okay, so these might be good to have on the bus too, right? So let's put those here. All right, so let's go back into Hell Mod. So I've got the quartz, I've got the silicon, I've got the silicon wafers. Now we just need the circuit boards, integrated circuits, and electronic circuits. And we're going to need plastic. So we're going to need to get plastic up here as well. So I think we will work on that in the next episode. We'll build up the refinery. And we'll start making plastic in large quantities. All right. So until then, thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.